Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy weekend to you all. Yes, we have a notion here from European Parliament. They appear and disappear because they don't want Nigeria to dissolve. Yes, they don't want to appear fully as if they have power to do anything. But that is greed and selfishness. Let me tell you what they are here now saying. They said notion for European Parliament resolution on the recent attacks on Christmas Eve in Plateau State in Nigeria. You can imagine when this thing happened, Christmas Eve, and they are talking about it in April. The European Parliament, having regard to its previous resolution in Nigeria, having regards to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, having regards to Rule 144 of its Rule of Procedure, whereas on 24th of December 2023, gunmen launched a large-scale attack on more than 160 villages in the Bokos, Bakin-Ladi, and the Mugu Authority area of Plateau State in northern central Nigeria. They say whereas the attack resulted in 335 deaths, 171 injured, and over 409 razed houses, and an estimated 18,275 people displaced, whereas many of the displaced are currently living in temporary camps with the limited access to water, sanitation, food, medication, healthcare, including mental health services, whereas women have been disproportionately affected by the displacement crisis. Okay, that is what they are writing. I'm talking about what happened in December. They are talking about it in April. So our Prime Minister now reacted. He said, breaking news. The EU resolution on Nigeria has revealed they are aware of the Islamic State terrorism in Nigeria, but yet pretending not to know the solution. Expresses concern at the rising insecurity across the country, underlines the obligations of the Nigerian authorities to protect lives and livelihoods, urging authorities to invest greater resources to ensure operations undertaken by security forces are conducted with the cooperation and trust of local communities, are effective in protecting the population, and are fully in line with the national and international human rights laws. All right, that's what our Prime Minister is saying, and this is well noted, because without indigenous security and information, actually you are doing nothing. And you cannot start reacting in April when something happened in December. That shows you are unconcerned. And having known and fully known that people were displaced, what have been your role? What did you do to those that displaced them? What did you do to those that caused such mayhem? What did you do to those that are terrorizing the rest of communities? In the name of what are they actually looking for? You should know. And then why is it that Nigerian army don't talk about this? They carry their dead bodies and have dead bodies to southeast and be terrorizing people there in the name of their putting checkpoints. And they are securing the people of that region. We really, truly do not need your security. Take it to Bokos. Take it to Ladi. Take it to all these 16 communities attacked. We say you should take it to them so that they will not be attacked again. Allow us, we have more sense and wisdom than you. Reason being that we will use indigenous security people to fight this thing. Because every indigenous person knows where any criminal is coming from. And if you use indigenous security, which is what Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra resistance fighters are using, you see the foreigners collecting woto. You see them running helter-skelter because we are actually getting them targeted. But when police is pretending to be your security man or security outfit, Nigerian police I mean, You know they take bribes. You know they are cowards. You know they are not having sophisticated weapons. And you know they are not backed up to do anything without the approval of the federal government. So when they are your security guards, you are in trouble. Because if there is any Fulani attack, especially Fulani attack, which is rampantly done, then they will fold their arms and be watching you because they don't want problems. They know that federal government will never give them go-ahead order to attack Fulani herdsmen because they are their boys. Nigeria, you're hearing today, terrorism, you're hearing today is being sponsored by some big heads that are benefiting a lot from terrorism, from banditry, from kidnapping and all that. That is why it will not have any end in Nigeria. And then European Union deceiving themselves, talking about something that happened in December, in April, almost April ending, is very funny and pathetic. My dear, we know the solution. Apart from indigenous security outfit, we know the solution. We need a government that will take care of Biafra, and that is what we have. So don't think we are doing stupid things when we tell you that all we need is government and Biafra to come, declaration. Because let it be government versus government, not individual versus government like they were fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then. It was individual versus government. But this time around, it is government versus government. We have the right to protect our own. All right? We have the right to counter attacks. We have the right to announce what we are seeing in our land. That is actually the right we are exercising. So let no man deceive you that we are spoiling things or making worse conditions. No, we are on top of the game rather, all right? And that's very, 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 very interesting. Our Prime Minister, it's only God that will prolong and keep your life safe for us because we need such minds. How I wish we have such minds up to 3, 4, or 5 at the same time. Omo, that woto will be so much. That tension will be so much that Nigeria will be forced to sign us out. Holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down there and trying to hold Simon Ekpa will not save them. Because already we've made up our mind and this is what we want to do. Every Dick, Tom, and Harry ask them they want to separate themselves from Nigeria. Simply because Nigeria, we have seen that it is not working for us. And that is it. All right? So everybody should please help us to share, help us to like, and also always help us to subscribe to this channel. If you've subscribed once, it can only be done once, not twice, because if you tap the second time, you will unsubscribe. All right? So God bless you all for your time on this channel. Thank you.